Hey everyone, Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. If not, and you're doing a little party just because it's a holiday, awesome. If not, and you're training, or if you are training because you've got some time in the morning, your session today is fun, might be an aggressive word, but just a little overview. You have your strength, you have your Metcon, you have some accessory work, totally optional today, and then no bonus work. Just for the sake of the holiday and also because we're going to be transitioning now from this phase into another one. So a couple of small adjustments, not huge. Some folks asked kind of, oh, like we're deloading the week before Christmas. How's it going to affect Christmas? We're taking that into consideration. So these pieces specifically today are not necessary to the progression. I know that sounds a little bit weird because everything we do is progression based. You could skip this session and it not have a big effect on your training in the coming weeks. So just know that if you watch this video and you're trying to debate if you have time to do everything. You'll notice that you just have clean and jerks. So we're starting with these clean and jerks here, 3 sets of 3 plus 1. So 3 cleans, 1 jerk. The way you're going to perform that is you're going to do a clean, drop it. Take as much time as you need to reset, clean, drop it, clean, jerk. Reset between every single thing you do. And so what I mean by that is once you hit your clean, reset your feet, reset your back, get as tight as possible before you initiate that next lift. On your last clean, when you stand it up, take a second, take a breath. I notice a lot of people take, and I've done this myself, take this big breath with the shoulders, right? As we raise those shoulders up, what happens is we come out of position, right? We're raising up. We're taking everything out of position, then we're putting it back. For some people, that works really well to get tight. For a lot of people, it actually just kind of messes up their position by taking such a big breath and moving so far away from the position that you're supposed to be in. So what I've transitioned into doing is standing up. If I need to, I'll reset my hands. I now clean with a position where I don't need to reset my hands. And then I take a breath into my belly. I just did that. Notice that my shoulders didn't move at all. That's what we're looking for. It'll probably be the most advantageous position for most of you guys. So take a breath, but don't do this big change in position. These are relatively light, especially considering what we've been doing and the fact that the complexes that you've been doing have been long and heavy. This is not going to necessarily feel as taxing, and it shouldn't. Aim to make each rep technically perfect. Treat this as practice. We are transitioning into a new phase. There are no clean pulls today for the sake of time and the transition. We're moving into something new. We're going to be doing straight clean and jerks for a while because you've been doing complexes. You've built up that resilience. Now we're going to take all of that grit that you built and that positional endurance and strength and move it into just a straight clean and jerk so that we can transfer those skills and those strengths that you've built into the thing that we're tested on the most frequently, which is a straight up clean and jerk. Once you finish this piece, you're going into a big Metcon today, and this is written so that you can kind of do this whether at your parents' house for Christmas or you're somewhere where you don't have access to a ton of equipment. This is written with that in mind. So it's a 30-minute AMRAP, max distance row, ski, bike, or run. You can choose any implement you have, and don't sell yourself short if you've got a treadmill in a hotel gym or you've got like one of those seated bikes in your parents' basement. Any equipment that you have, you can use for this piece. You could, if you have nothing, you could do step-ups the whole time. That would suck, but it is an option. You're going to go 30 minutes, max distance on that thing. But the kicker is every 2 minutes, not including the 0. So you'll start this at the 2-minute. You'll perform 10 burpees, 10 V-ups, 20 mountain climbers. That'll eat into your time on the row, but your piece total is 30 minutes. So it's not 30 minutes of rowing plus however long it takes you to do all this extra stuff. It is just 30 minutes straight clock, and then every 2 minutes you're doing this. So you won't be rowing the whole time. You'll actually be spending a lot of that time doing this other work here. If you have access to a full gym and you're really feeling it, this could be 10 burpees, 10 toes to bar, 20 mountain climbers. So you could sub it up or down a little bit. This could be knee tucks if V-ups are a little too difficult. You've got some options here. Consider that as you're choosing what you're going to do. But the goal really, this is not part of any progression, is just to sweat and get in a good workout on this day that a lot of folks won't have access to a gym because it's closed or because you are traveling. From a pacing perspective, on this workout, you're never really going to go English language all out on any of your rows. You're going to be at a pretty consistent pace, probably a little slower than your 5K pace. You might feel good in between and be able to pick that pace up a bit. That's fine, but this shouldn't be a super intense piece. It should be a pretty sweaty piece. So that's what we're looking to approach that with. Once you finish that, your accessory today is just 50 reps on the GHD back extension. This could be a 45-degree back extension. You could lay on the floor and just do Supermans, where your hands go behind your head, you're laying flat, and you arch your back, right? And you're getting that big contraction right from like the top of your butt to the middle of your back, and then you'll get some upper back in there too. Those are appropriate, again, if you don't have equipment today. This should not take too long. That's a reason. We've done this a bunch in this block of programming, but these are here to make sure that we get some volume in our accessory work. We don't have the pulls, so we want to get a little bit of extra volume, but they are not absolutely necessary. So consider that. Once you finish that, there is no bonus work today, just the session, right? Few reasons for that. One being, I know people don't like to see something and skip it. So if you're normally a bonus person, you're going to find it really hard to be like, I know my situation's not right today. Not everything's perfect, but I don't want to skip this. So it's just not there. You're not skipping anything. This is purposely built so that it can bleed into next week, and missing this or not doing a big bonus workout today is going to be a-okay. Once you're done with that day of training, I'll see you guys tomorrow.